Well, hello there. Hello. How's everyone doing? It's been a minute. It has been quite a minute. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Thursday night chat. It's been a couple of months since I've done one. Before we get into today's live stream, let's hit the intro. I hope everyone is doing well. I do want to thank Eric, comic book_pressing on Instagram, for helping me out being a sponsor of the channel for a couple of years now. If you guys ever need any books pressed, consider Eric at comic book_pressing on Instagram. Tell him Steve sent you. Use that promo code BURK54. Get free shipping back to you on your first order. Also, make sure you guys are checking out the616comics.com. They have an awesome website, awesome exclusive variants, regular variants, statues, CDC books, and more. Check out the 616comics.com for the best variants on the planet. Also, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, consider StreamYard. There should be an affiliate link below. I think it's still in the description of all my videos. Welcome to a Thursday night chat. I'm usually joined by a couple of friends of mine. Hopefully a few of them show up. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've done one of these, and the title of today's live stream is Thursday Night Chat, Where Have I Been? Well, I want to talk about that first off. I do want to say thank you to everyone watching right now. It has been a rough couple of months for the YouTube channel. I got demonetized back in April, and I could have tried to reapply after a month, but I had to get back to 4,000 hours watched. And normally, like a YouTube channel, you build up to 4,000 hours watched after like a year or so, because it only counts like the last year. But since I've been on YouTube for a couple of years now, it goes up and goes down, right? Because other videos that I've shot a year ago, they fall off that 365 day window. And so my watch hours have gone up, gone down, gone up, gone down. I'm above 3,500 subscribers. Actually, I think I'm at like 3,620 or something like that. I don't know. And I got down to only needing like 90 hours or so. And then I went back to work. And I went back to work back in August. And it's been rough because like my daughter is doing dance right now. She's doing gymnastics. She's doing volleyball. All of my nieces and nephews are playing sports as well. We're really close with them. And so we try to go to all their games. And obviously my work, we also have games as well that I live stream and go to. Basically, I've been very, very busy. And also, I have started a YouTube channel on the side of my friends that just talk K-State sports. As everyone knows, I'm a big K-State sports fan. And my wife was talking to me earlier this week, and she goes, Steve, why are you putting all this effort into this K-State sports YouTube channel that like hardly anyone watches, hardly any subscribers, hardly anyone subscribes to the channel? Why don't you put that effort into your YouTube channel that's established? And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. So my wife has kind of pushed me to get back into the YouTube channel, helped me to try to see the light, to try to upload more. And if you guys have noticed, I have uploaded the last 2 days. Today I have a live stream. I'm going to try to upload another video tomorrow. Right now, I'm not on the schedule to where I'm recording a video one day and uploading it the next. Unfortunately, I'm still kind of behind where I need to record a video, edit it, and upload it the same day. Hopefully, I can get ahead of that. But it's just been it's been so tough. Because even today, like before the live stream, like we had dinner. My daughter wanted to play volleyball or practice volleyball because she needs to get a little bit better. So we practiced for a while, and then my wife and I were hanging out, and there just wasn't like hardly any time. And I had to read some comic books before I went on here because, as you can see from the thumbnail, I did put some comics on there that I wanted to try to read. I read 2 out of the 3. I read The Flash and Power Rangers, and I will get into those shortly. But that is basically what I've been doing. I've been very busy with life and work, but I'm hoping to try to get back into the YouTube channel, try to upload more. I'm going to try to upload once a day or at least 5 times per week so I can try to build a YouTube channel again and get more into it. Try to fall in love with the YouTube channel again as well. Thank you to the 10 people watching right now. I do appreciate it. Marcus, what's going on, dude? Nick, what is up? Make sure you guys check out the Tulsa Comic Swap in October, put on by my good friend Nicholas Goltra. Kyle, hello. Andrew, what's going on? Jonathan, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Now, I did grab some books because I have a credit with CGC to submit some books because I had to get another account so I could resubmit my TMNT 1, which I did a whole video on like a bunch of times, to resubmit that for a reholder. So I did the 150 credit CGC membership, and I've talked about sending some stuff in. I just haven't. I've kind of dragged my feet, but I think I finally have the books that I'm going to be sending in to CGC. I do want to get them pressed before I submit them, which I'm not sure how much it's going to help, but these are the 4 books that I want to submit first. Now, there are a bunch of other books, a bunch of modern books that I'd like to submit at some point. Have some more books coming in October that I would like to submit with like a big modern tier order. I got a first Impulse. I got a first Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle, a bunch of variants and all of that. But there are some more books coming in over the next month or so that I'm going to wait until those get in here before I submit that tier. But these are the books that I'm thinking about submitting to CGC very soon. Kenneth Bird, what is going on? Bobby, what's up? Go ahead and rewind it 5 minutes, and I talk about it. Okay, so these are the books I want to submit to CGC first. This is a win from the Legion Loot, the Legion of Comics YouTube channel. Mark, this is Swamp Thing number 1. Not a big horror fan, but I'm a big DC fan, and I think this is a pretty sweet book, pretty sweet cover. I would put this, without like opening it, because I have not actually opened it, it looks like it's definitely detached. I'd probably put it in like the 2.0, like 1.5 to 2.0 range. Probably 1.8 actually, but perfectly fine with that. Nice book, and considering I won it in a Legion Loot giveaway, I'm perfectly cool with whatever grade it comes back as. Next book up, I'm going to submit to CGC. This is Batman 155, the first Silver Age appearance of the Penguin. Detached cover, another low-grade copy. I think this is going to be, again, another 1.5 to 2.0 range book. Perfectly fine with that. Low grade is better than no grade. It's a key comic, and I think it'd look pretty nice in a slab. This one I know is going to be pretty low. This might be a 0.5. That's okay. I need to get it pressed, cleaned. Man, it may even come back in no grade. But at some point, I probably will upgrade it. But I want to get this book in a CGC slab. It is missing a pinup, but Batman 181, this was an A-OK from Warlord James. He gave this to me. I think he only got it for like 15 bucks. I appreciate you, James, so much for giving this to me. I paid, like I said, I got this for free. I paid 50 bucks for this, and then I got this Swamp Thing for basically free because I'm just supporting Mark and his channel, so I won that. This one I did pay 50 bucks for. This is a pretty nice book. I think this is probably going to hit a 2.5 to 3.0. This is Superman number 199. This is the Superman versus the Flash race. Pretty cool book. And as you can see, what's the theme here of all these books I want to submit to CGC? We have a DC book. 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 So those are the books that I want to submit to CGC first. And I think after like shipping and everything, I should be right at that 150 mark to get all those books graded. And I'm perfectly fine with that. But I do need to submit it to my presser, comicbook_pressing on Instagram first to get them looking nice and sharp before I submit them over to CGC. Now I need to do another video on my collection here because it is very chaotic behind me. You guys cannot see it. There are books everywhere. I mean, I'm just slinging books here and there, try to get those books just someplace other than the floor. And my wife is going to kill me if I don't clean up the comic book room soon. So there should be a video on me organizing a comic book collection at some point here in the next week or two. Now, if you're here for the new Comic Book Day review, we are getting very, very close to that. I have read The Flash, the new #1 put out by DC that came out yesterday, and I've read the new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue #112. It is, I think it's called The Darkest Hour. It's like the year-long storyline. I have read both of them. Unfortunately, I have not had a chance to read Power Girl #1, which there's a ton of awesome variants for that. So make sure you guys check out all of those variants. But I read those in the last hour or so, and I have some thoughts. So first thought is I want to talk about The Flash because I feel like more people would like to hear about that book because it's a new book. It's a character that everyone knows. Not as many people like Power Rangers. So I want to talk about The Flash first. So The Flash came out this week, and it's a pretty long book. I want to say it was 43 pages. And I believe, let me look up really quick. I believe it was written by Mark Waid. Let me take a look just to make sure. Where is it? Hold on just one second. Basically, here's my thoughts on it. I did not like it very much. I'll be completely honest. I did not think it was very good. And I'm a big DC stan. I'm a big Flash fan. No, sorry. It was written by Simon Spurrier. I'll try to pull up this page really quickly. I did not think it was very good. I'll be honest. I did not think it was very good. Here we go. What the heck is this? Here we go. So here is the A cover. It was 43 pages long. It was like an extra size book, written again by Steve Spurrier or Simon Spurrier. Sorry, I'm thinking of the football coach for Florida and South Carolina. I didn't really even think the variants were that cool, but like it's a brand new #1. It's coming on the heels of the whole Night Terrors storyline, and I read it. I had pretty high expectations, and I thought it was not very good. I'll be completely honest. I thought it was pretty terrible. Very, very, very wordy. It almost felt like Tom King was writing it. And you guys all know how much I do not like Tom King as a comic book writer. It just wasn't good, even though it was super long. So many words, and there was like 3 or 4 things happening at once. And and I didn't even like the artwork either. Just overall, like I did not think The Flash this week was a very good book. And maybe you guys would pick it up and think differently, but basically what happens is you're thrust right into The Flash. He's fighting Gorilla Grodd, and he sees like a hallucination, he thinks, something of the Speed Force, which, by the way, like they talk about how like even Wally doesn't know everything about the Speed Force, which he's supposed to be one with the Speed Force. Like he's supposed to have way more Speed Force knowledge than anyone else. So that's a pretty big plot hole, considering he spent a decent amount of time in the Speed Force. And then we also get to see, I think his name is Wade from the previous 1 Minute War. And then there's also Max Mercury in there. And like I said, there's like 4 things happening at once. They're trying to fight Gorilla Grodd. They're trying to figure out what's going on there. Hanging out with Mr. Terrific. His wife is, him and his wife are arguing about the kids. He keeps seeing hallucinations. Maybe they're not. Maybe they are. I don't know. I did not think it was a very good book whatsoever. Yes, you're right. That is true. Dude, I just watched the Power Rangers reunion episode and it got me in the feels, the one on Netflix. Yeah, so there was a 30th anniversary special. I have watched that and it was great, but there's supposed to be another one that's supposed to be with like the Cosmic Fury, and I have not watched that one yet, but I know that Billy is in it. I think they should have left Jeremy Adams on The Flash, but I'm excited for him on Green Lantern, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, so if you've read the first couple issues of Green Lantern, I thought it was pretty good. It was actually a really fun book. Like he is like a super exciting writer. Like he makes things fun. He makes things interesting. As like a dad, like I get all the jokes and all the fun stuff with the kids. He was great on The Flash for last year or two. and I really enjoyed him, and I'm sad to see him go, but I'm glad to see that he's on Green Lantern, and I started picking up Green Lantern because he is on that book, and I wanted to read it, and it's pretty good. I will say this though, that I have not finished Night Terrors. I've read the first 3 books and like the intro book, and it's okay. It's not great. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like normally I'm like a guy that's like pretty easy to please when it comes to comic books and like movies. Like I like everything, but The Flash, the new #1, is not good. Night Terrors is just, I don't know. I would say of the events I've read, it's probably the second or third worst. Convergence, I think, is the worst one that I've read. That was pretty bad. Hey, what's up? Okay, so Constant Fury comes out tomorrow. Sweet. You know what else comes out tomorrow? I'm going to sidetrack really quick away from comics because everyone talks about wrestling and all that jazz. I grew up in the 90s, and I liked all the 90s stuff, all the pop stars and all that. I liked NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. There's a new NSYNC song coming out tomorrow. I can't wait for that to come out. I'm going to buy it for sure. Beckerman, what is up, dude? How you doing, brother? If you want to come on, I put the link into the Burke fan chat. I would love to see and talk about that new collection that you kind of like filled up some boxes with, and I wanted to talk about some of the books you got at some point if you want to come on, or if not, we can do it another time. Speaking of collections, a week from today, I'm going to go look at a comic book collection about 45 minutes south of Topeka. I am going to be going to this guy's house that is selling 6 tubs of comics. He is unsure the value of the books. He doesn't know if it's worth like 1,000, 20,000. I don't know either because I haven't seen all the books, but based off what I have seen, I think it's a decent collection. Now, the grades of the books is going to be pretty low. They're going to be very similar to the grades of these books that I talked about earlier. Is the volume working for you now, Mr. Backstage? Okay, we do have a guest joining us. I wish I had like an intro video for you, but I guess we're just gonna bring you in. What up, dude?
What is going on, dude?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Dude, I'm doing well, man. I was just talking about this collection I'm about to go look at next week.
Oh, right. How's that gonna?
Okay, so here's the story. So this guy was selling a Detective Comics 359 on the Facebook Marketplace, and I messaged him. It's low grade. He had it for sale for a couple $100, and I was like, hey, I'd be interested. Is that the lowest price? He goes, I think so, because this is the grade I think it is. And I said, well, this is the grade I think it is. So good luck. He goes, well, I have some other comics for sale as well. And I'm like, oh, you do?
Okay.
Okay. All right. And he's like, yeah. And we just started talking more and more, and come to find out, he's a super nice guy. Him and his dad both collected comics, and about 15 years ago, he stopped when I believe his father passed away.
Oh.
And so these have been sitting just in like tubs in like the garage or the basement or something for the last 15 years. Haven't even been looked at. Most of them are not even in bags and boards, as you'd expect. And he just wants to get rid of them because he's changing jobs. And I'm like, yeah, I am very interested. And then he sent me a video, and I was just like, okay, I need to bring in someone who is used to buying like big collections.
There you go. You got Mike V?
I talked to Mike V first, and Mike V had the same idea that I had. I need to go even bigger than that.
Okay.
And I messaged Denny.
Oh, snap. That's what's up.
So Denny and I are going to go look at this collection a week from today. Let me see if I can pull up the video here. Let me see if I can pull up the video that he sent me. For everyone to see. I put it in the Burke fam chat, but it has been a couple of days. Where is this video?
What's up, Bobby? What's up, Kyle?
So Panda, how you doing, man? Like, what have you been up to?
I mean, hibernating? No, I mean, to be for real, man, this hobby just got to be too much in trying to keep up with everything and everyone, and just, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It all became a little bit too much trying to keep up with everything and everyone. Um, and I don't know. I felt like a lot of things were going out to the wayside, and so I needed to, I really needed to pick things up around the house and start doing all that stuff. What up, Harry? Did it, did it? Okay, it looked like it was just one finger, and I was like, nope, that's not the finger. But I don't know. Just it just seemed to be a little
What up,
bit too
Eli?
much for me at the moment. I mean, I'm still gonna pick up things here and there. It's just I I I really have to live within my means, and I got to realize that I don't have as much, and so I can't spend as much on the bigger books. You know what I mean? And so if I really want to go after the bigger books, I really got to save up for them, and I can't. You know, I'm lucky that I have friends that help me out by doing payment plans with me, but I can't consistently keep doing that to people, and I can't keep doing that. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, I know
I,
what you
I
mean.
have to figure a different way out, or just enjoy the hobby from afar and just know that I have a love and passion for it as well. I can't afford it right now. I got to put
It,
groceries on inside the fridge and inside the cupboards, and got to make sure the kids are fed at school, and make sure that their lunches are going into the negative. You know what I mean? So this way it's just, there's a whole bunch of other things that I'd rather be doing, like taking care of, in that kind of sense, than trying to get a UF4. You know what I mean? Like, and you know me, man. That book
I know
has
you.
has been has been has been one for me as well. I had it, but out of desperation, out of trying to keep up, with the YouTube and everything like that, had to
Sure.
had to sell it so this way I could upgrade everything. And then I don't know, man. I think I tried taking on way too much all at once rather than, try to do it smart. I wanted to get everything all at once, and it just hurt. So
Oh, I know. I know what you mean, dude. And like
thanks,
I've said this
Bobby.
many times to you that if I had 4 children, I would not be doing everything that I do because it's just different. When I have just one, it makes things different. You know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
well,
lie. What's that?
I was gonna say, well, now we have my wife's little sister is staying with us. She's 13 as well, and so that's just another thing that I wanted to focus on as well. Just make sure that she's okay over here, and just
Absolutely,
make sure that everybody's taken care of, and that we aren't
absolutely.
trying to go on to the next paycheck, because that's exactly what we're doing right now. Is just we're trying not to live beyond our means, but it feels like this comic book thing with me, with the way that I got into it, with the way that I got obsessed with it, with the way that I took it too far. You know what I mean? Like it just it just kind of refocuses you when you take a break. And so I've been able to be a lot more comfortable with everything around. And so you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I was just about to say like when I've taken my like break here and like even like this week, this is the first time I've uploaded a new video in like 2 weeks, and even when I did the
Yeah.
last, that was the first video in like a week or two. You know what I mean? Like I haven't been doing as much for one because I've been really busy, and I talked about it earlier as well. But I'm not gonna lie that and say that it hasn't been freeing. Just being able to
Yeah.
hang out with my family and just chill and just watch a TV show with my wife and just binge a show or go play volleyball with my daughter like we did earlier or go do whatever we want, go get ice cream or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it
Right.
was pretty nice to not have to like worry about like, I got channel members, I need to upload a video so they have content because they're paying for stuff every month. And now it's just like, yo, like it's just chill. Like I'll upload a video whenever and I'll worry about my family first. So So
Yeah,
I definitely know what you mean.
yeah. This break has been nice. You know, so
We have some good people joining us in the chat here. We got Birdo. What is up, dude? How you doing, brother? Our Power Ranger Ninja Turtle brother.
Yo, so did you talk about
the comic chiropractor? What's up, dude?
What up, Dustin?
Team
Did you talk about
Green Ranger?
There you go. There you go. What's it called? Did you talk about Power Rangers 112 yet?
I have not. I talked about the Flash.
Okay.
And it was pretty. It rhymes with Flash. Just take off the F and the L, and then add an S instead of the H. It was pretty booty, dude. It was pretty bad. But I'm excited. I'm excited to talk Power Rangers 112 if you want. Did you read it?
No, I did not. But the thing is, I want you to go ahead and catch me up because I am going to read it and everything, but I want to get caught up. So let's catch everybody up. Tell me what's been going on in the Power Rangers world. What's going on? What happened? Leading into 112 because doesn't 112 start the whole
Darkest Hour? Yeah. So
it starts a whole new arc, right?
Yes, it does. But we got 13 people here. I want to show off that video really quickly.
Oh yeah.
Of that collection, and then we will get into Power Rangers.
Okay.
So this is the video that he sent me. And by the way, he has already shown me pictures of Detective Comics 359, Flash 139, and FF45, which is First Inhumans. So those are three books that I already know that he has. Okay. Now they're all low grade, but then he sent me a picture of just one tub of the 6. I was about to say 3 of the 6. Okay, so
is he flipping through?
No, unfortunately, I only get to see stacks.
Okay.
So I'm trying to go slow here.
Okay.
It's an X-Men 15, I think, or an X-Men 25 right there. Some Fantastic Four. I don't know what issue that is.
Jeez, he's got a lot of good stuff here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Just old.
Strange Tales, Avengers, like low grade or low. Well, obviously, but low number Avengers.
And Denny's gonna know a lot of what you know.
And that's why I'm bringing in Denny because he's gonna know way more about this stuff than me. I didn't realize
he'll know like secondary keys and like, oh, this is like the first time they said this in a comic book, and that could be something to someone. You know what I mean?
So there's a Detective Comics back there.
I was gonna say you should send all that Uncle Scrooge and all that other stuff to
Birdo.
No, oh yeah, to Birdo too. But I was thinking of Hoarder's Hide Scott.
Yeah,
he's all into that too.
So that's all the books that he showed me a video of. And I was like, "Is that everything?" He goes, "No, that's just one of 6." So as you can see, there's Superman, Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane,
and then what? Okay, so he has your Batgirl.
Wait a second. That looks like a Superman 199 right there. What? Does that not look like that one right there?
Well, I'm not familiar with the 199, but you go ahead and show me.
Because I have the same book right in my hand. So look, there you go. See my little cursor right here? There's an S and a T and a question mark.
Oh, that could be it.
Flash and Superman race.
Well, I mean, there you go. Weren't you about to make a CGC
Submariner? Yeah. I mean, I just talked about how I'm going to submit those books. Now, I did tell the guy that I'm getting this stuff from that I would like first dibs on, buying this stuff. Now, Denny, I want Denny to buy the stuff too. But since I'm the person that found it, I would like to be able to buy some of the stuff individually first. If there's some things I'm interested in, I want to get. I like.
So are you not going to pick up the whole collection? Are you just going to cherry pick it?
So here's the thing. So I'm not quite sure what the plan is. Like I'm assuming Denny will probably end up being the one who buys the entire collection because he's a reseller, right? I am not a reseller. Right. I don't have room for all these comics. Now that doesn't mean that I don't want some of the books. So do I let Denny buy the whole thing and do I buy it from Denny? Or do I buy or do I grab okay, I want these and I'll give you money for these, Denny buy the rest. We haven't really talked because we don't know.
Did you know what's inside those sleeves towards the end?
So I asked him about the sleeves and like
You
I said, he's
keeping
got
those?
these ones right here.
Yeah, those ones.
So
Because isn't that your Batgirl right there? Isn't yours?
there's a Batgirl there. There's a Flash 139.
Oh, that's the one with the corner coming. That's off.
Yeah.
That you showed me, right? That whole.
Yes.
Like he's the one that said it was like a what?
He
what
thought it
was
was
it?
like a 3 point or something.
3.5?
Like, nah, dude, that's like a 0.5 is what I told him.
Oh, okay.
But let me pull this up really quick. So let me airdrop this picture here really quick. So that's a Flash, or sorry, a Superman 199, no doubt about it right there. I own the exact same book. There is a Hulk and Submariner. I don't know what issue that is, but it could be a number 1. So there's definitely gonna be some really, really nice books in here. Like I said, this is only 1 out of 6 tubs, and I think
did he give you a price?
No, well, yes, he did. And I told him, and I told him I thought it was too high, but I haven't seen all the books. He asked, he goes, "Am I crazy for asking this?" And I said, "Without seeing the books, I do think that is a little high." So
yeah,
he was looking. Are you ready? So he might.
Wait, are you actually gonna say? Are you actually gonna say? Or are you just gonna private chat it?
I think it'd be better off if I private chatted it because he does watch my channel, and I don't want to make him feel bad because it's quite a bit of money. But this is what he was looking for. He asked if that was crazy, and I was like, without the books, I do think that's kind of high. But that's not to say that's not what all of it's worth if he was to sell it individually. But like I said, the issue he's going to have is the fact that they're all like lower grade. For me, that's fine because, like I said, like at the beginning of this video, this is a 0.5. I'm submitted to CGC. This is probably a 1.5.
Why is it a 0.5? Is it missing the?
It's missing the pinup. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This one's like kind of like a 1.5 because it's not attached at the staples, and there's a few other things wrong with it. This is probably like a 2.0, and this is probably like a 2.5. So I'm good at like lower grades. And the good thing about lower grades is that the price is lower, so the buying pool is higher, right?
Right.
So,
but given that preview, I don't know if all tubs are like that. I don't know. I don't know. That's like not that. That's a.
I just noticed that Superman 199. I just noticed that Superman 199 when we were going through it just now. But let me show you
what grade is your 199 then?
What's that?
So what grade is your 199 then?
I think it's like a 2.5, 3.0, somewhere in there.
Okay. So are you gonna?
I don't know what grade. I don't know what grade that one is. What's that?
I said, are you gonna try to buy the other 199?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you
go.
No,
this is another book he sent me a picture of. This is that other book.
Oh, there you go. First Inhumans.
Yep. That was the book he found in there. And like I straight up told him, I was like, if it were me looking to sell these books, I would just start punching them in on eBay, you know what I mean? Or looking them up, just trying to figure out which ones are key issues. And I told him, I was like, from the pictures that I've seen so far, it looks like most of these are going to be lower grade. So if I were searching them, I would look up, like FF45 VG or whatever grade, fine, whatever. Like I don't think any of his books are going to be higher than like a mid grade.
Right. Was this his dad's
so that way you can get like an
too?
idea on those. And I did tell him if Denny's going to be buying these, that he can pay about half of what something is worth because he has to make money on this stuff too. He's not like me who's buying it for myself. You know what I mean? Because we all know that I don't like to sell. We all know that. We all know that. So I'm excited.
I just have regrets. That's all I have.
Right. What's up, James? How's it going, man? I was just pulling this up. I just.
What up, Gomez?
This is the guy who sent me the Batman 181.
Oh yeah. Didn't he get that for like a crazy low deal?
I think he paid $15.
Oh, that's right.
Could you imagine paying $15 for this book? Could you imagine?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I know, right? It's clobbering time. I dig that. Yeah. So yeah, well, I plan on me or Denny getting the whole thing.
Okay.
Denny's got, his pocket's a little bit deeper than mine. I wouldn't say little,
Oh,
but he's a dealer. So like the way
yeah,
he
absolutely.
does business is going to be bigger than a guy who's just he's got a small house and this is his collection behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just like
You know what I
cherry
mean?
picking through.
Well,
Yeah.
he's looking to get stuff and sell it. So
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fun. First time looking at a collection of that size ever in terms of possibly buying it. Like I've looked at other
Right.
collections, they're all small, and I've looked at collections, but never ever to buy. This would be the first time. You know what I mean?
Did he say if that was his dad's collection or that was stuff that he was collecting with him?
Let me read you what he said. Hold on.
Because I think the story is really cool.
Yeah,
and that it's unfortunate that that he lost his father and that he's having to move all this stuff.
It is.
I still like the story, for why he had the collection and because I talked about it before when I got that book from Bobby. Every book has its story. It goes from place to place. And to say that my TMNT one has found its forever home, especially with especially with Eastman drawing all over it and everything like that. And
I'm so glad you went first. I'm so glad you went first,
dude. And I'm glad too, because I got a huge ass turtle head on that.
You did.
I did. But just to be able to say that book story and to be involved in it, like it's amazing, to be able to be a part of something like that. And so Bobby, man, thank you once again. I'm a sing your praises till the day I die, man. That was
it's right behind your head up there, right up there.
Yeah, right up.
Beautiful.
There you go.
I love how much you're supporting the comic book community. You got Austin's poster behind you. You got his other art covers he's done for you. You got the Edmund Comics Jabroni one, Blast and Stashin. You got the Hell Crow Link Squad. You got the Burke fam up there. You repping. You are repping this comic book community.
What's it called? I got Drax one that he did with the Turtles and Wolverine. The Frank Miller cover that he did.
Oh, let me show you something really quick. This is a Turtles thing that I got at well, I got two Turtles things. I'm not going to show you one because I know you're not going to like it. But I'll show you the other one that I got.
Oh, it's Jenica, isn't it?
It is not. Well, you know what? I'll grab them.
Okay. Oh, man.
So these are two posters that I got at that con in Kansas City that Mike and I went to.
Oh, right.
Okay, so this one was $5, and I got it from Buster Moody. Here, let me make myself a little bit bigger. Hope you don't mind.
Oh, Buster Moody was the guy that did that Where's Splinter thing.
Right? Yeah, so he actually had colored versions of that at the con this year. So it made it a lot easier to find it, find stuff, but it was pretty cool. It was really cool to see in person. But I got this for $5. This goes with the new movie that came out, which I know you're not a big fan of. But I thought this was pretty cool for $5.
Oh, dude, it's not that I'm not a big fan. Have we talked about it yet? Or I waited until
you could talk. Let me show out this other thing really quick, and then we'll talk about it. So
okay.
This one I got for $10. I was about to leave the con, and I remember it. I saw this, and I was like, I gotta have this for only $10. I got him to sign it. I don't even know who the artist is, honestly. But it's pretty sweet. I was trying to look. Thomas. I don't know if it's first name or last name, but it's a pretty sweet art piece. Check this out.
Oh, how cool.
It's freaking sick, dude.
That is really cool. I like that a lot.
Hey, John. How's it going, man? This section of YouTuber is Panda. Look at that. Look at that face. look at that panda. Yeah. Hey, Dale. Dale's Auto. What's up, dude? How's it going? Uh, absolutely. Let's talk about Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem because we've not talked about it in person at all, really.
Yeah, that's
I know
right.
that
I
I know
was
that you weren't a big fan of it.
No, it's not that I wasn't a big fan of it. I am a big fan of it, right? I like it, but there has to be something. I feel like there's something more to it because there's no way that even with as much as Seth Rogen has said that he is a huge Ninja Turtle fan, there's no freaking way that he would have done this to the backstory of how they became ninjas and why they're fighting.
See, I
It
thought that
made
was funny.
everything
I thought it was funny.
okay. It's funny for a second, but to everybody else, that's it made no sense for them to even be ninjas. It's like, oh, we watched a movie. It's like I watched Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I wasn't out there trying to be a Terminator. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, well, I get that.
but to for me, it was you are voiced like Jackie Chan is voicing Master Splinter,
He was great, by the
right?
way.
In
Great.
how many years did it take for him to master his, his techniques and to make it consumable to everybody else, to Westerners, to everybody else that thought kung fu or whatever wasn't really all that great, but to make it that animated, to make himself like, I don't know, man, it felt like such a throwaway joke that I know there cannot be any way that Seth Rogen's gonna leave it like that. Like there has to be
I
like
liked it.
how are they gonna bring in Shredder? Like where's the connection going to be if there's gonna be a connection whatsoever?
So,
And
okay,
that's the thing.
so
Right?
Utron, Cynthia, is that her name? Cynthia Utron?
Yeah, Cynthia Utrom, yeah. But
Uh,
the Utroms, they're
I was about to say
Krang's race.
that's the
Yeah.
Krang. She's a Krang.
I
She's a
was
Krang.
gonna say she's the new robot. Did you not look at the
The
way that she was
glasses, the
dressed?
freaking
Okay, well,
glasses.
no. But look at the way she was dressed. She was dressed in
Yes.
the yellow.
Yep.
She had that cummerbund, and it's just like, see, that's the body right there.
Absolutely.
Krang's gonna be in there.
Absolutely. They knew
Yeah.
what they were doing there for sure.
Oh yeah,
I
but
like.
you know what I mean? Like the whole Shredder and Splinter connection, and why is he? They're just gonna be things that are in his way. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. I don't know how they're gonna bring it all back, but that was the one aspect of the whole thing that I didn't like. I just didn't like that it was a throwaway, joke, and that I really wanted them to have a lot more purpose other than, you know, there's crazy stuff over here and we're only going to fight it so we can fit in. Like, I get the inclusion and wanting to feel included and wanting to be a part of that world and everything like that. But it also just felt like there was no other purpose other than, vanity or whatever it was.
Hold on.
There you go. You got
I had to
some
put
rap
this
going
on
on.
because I absolutely love the movie. The first time I
Okay.
watched it, I did not think it was that good. I thought it was good, but not great.
Okay.
And part of it was my theater here in town sucks for its audio. It's been bad. I didn't notice it until Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse. And then every movie after that, it has not been good. And I feel like that kind of killed the movie. But then I went and watched it again that next weekend. Like,
Uh-huh.
'cause it came out on a Wednesday. I went and watched it that weekend because I was at the con with
Yeah.
Mike V and Logan, and I thought it was a great movie. It was fun. It was definitely for kids or like people like
Yeah.
our generation to take their kids to.
Mhm.
I thought the way that they had Jackie Chan as Splinter was perfect because I don't know if you noticed,
Yeah.
but like the way he fought was like the way he would fight in like actual movies where he's like fighting and then he looks super tired, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like bent over and using chairs and all that. Like I thought it was pretty perfect. And I liked how like they made all the Ninja Turtles like actually like teenagers and like
Right.
actually teenagers. Like I really
Uh-huh.
enjoyed that. I understand like the fact that they changed like the background and all that. The animation was top notch. Ice Cube as Superfly was great.
Yeah.
Just overall, I just thought it was a 9 out of 10. I liked it, but like I'm also a person, and I said this earlier. I'm usually a person that just loves all movies and books regardless because I just enjoy things a lot, especially if it's something that I really like. So they knew they were going to get you and me to go see the movie, right? They wanted to get the
Right.
people that were on the fence, or people that wanted to take their kids and have their kids buy the toys. Because first you got to go see the movie, and then you got to like it, and then you got to go buy the toys, right? And so I feel like
Right.
they did a really good job of advertising for that.
I think they did a really good job about it too. And I think the early releases of the toys before the movie and having the hype go up there, I thought that was really cool too. And you're right. This movie isn't for us. It's not we're not the main demographic for it. It's going to be the next generation, and I think that's great. This is something that I can share with my kids. It's just when it gets to that point when it shows, the backstory, I'm going to be like, all right, now I'm going to pause the whole movie. I'm going to go ahead and sit my kids down and be like, all right, listen, this is BS, but here's the real deal. Here's what's happening.
Here's the real deal.
Yeah. Master Splinter is a master for a reason. He's not just Splinter at this point. You know what I mean? Because it just felt like, why are we calling him Master other than you could have just called him Father instead of Master Splinter or whatever. It was just like, I don't know.
Every adaptation is going to be its own adaptation. It will never, for you and me, our generation, it can never replace the nostalgia feeling that we had the first time we saw the original Ninja Turtles. For us, that will always be the pinnacle of Ninja Turtle movies.
And it is hard for somebody that, we were there from like pretty much the inception of it all with the hype and the craze, and to finally get it onto the big screen where it's the live action, and it's Jim Henson Productions. It's one of the last things that he did before he died. I mean, we watched Labyrinth, we watched the Muppets, we watched what's the other one, Dark Crystal. Oh my god, that was such a big one. But I mean, to actually have them bring my Turtles to life the way that I want it. Oh
and
my God.
So much like the comic books too. Like the first movie was exactly like the comics.
And to bring every other Turtle movie, to that, I mean, it set the bar high, and I don't think anything's ever going to top it. Things might get close, but I don't think anything's ever going to top it.
Sure.
And that's for me. That's for my generation. But for the generation now, I mean, this could be their Turtles. And that is something that I do like that's going to happen out of this, is that these not necessarily my Turtles, but these are going to be somebody else's Turtles. So this way, when 30 years from now, when I'm talking to my grandkids, and everything like that, and they're, just more Turtles are going to be talked about. And we're going to talk about our iterations of the Turtles and how they change throughout the years. And what do you like about it? Because I think your Turtles are trash or whatever.
So the best way to look at this is look at the Batman movies. So like for me, like Christian Bale movies are the pinnacle of all Batman movies. And if you look at every metric, they really are. But there's a different like generation where Batman 89 is the best Batman movie ever created, right?
Okay.
And I'm too young to be like, okay, yeah, that was a great movie. Like I watch it now and I'm just like, it's okay. But I grew up watching the other Batman movies thinking they're okay. But when the Christian Bale movies came out, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And for us, for me at least, nothing will ever top that. You know what I mean? Even the new Batman movie that just came out like a year ago, like nothing will ever replace that. And it just depends on like each person, what generation they were in and when they saw things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dan, which one are your Turtles? Because I bet your Turtles suck. So much turtle tail.
Oh shoot! So I actually watched.
Always be my April O'Neil. Yep, Judith Hogue is second. Secret of the Ooze over the first one. And the reason why I would like Paige Turco is because I thought she was so hot. Not to say that Judith Hogue isn't hot too, but I mean, like, I really thought they upgraded at the time, because I was just like, wow, she's really, really much of a page turner, man. Like,
but the first movie is still the best. It won't top that. But the new movie is a lot of fun. My daughter really, really enjoyed it. It was just a fun
I'm glad
movie.
You took your kids. I didn't. I went by myself. Because I think I put too much of the turtles into my kids' lap that they're all turtled out right now.
Right.
I mean, my two oldest are 16, and I've got my 13-year-old, and now my wife's little sister, my sister-in-law, 13, and my son, 11. It's just like when you put it down like it, and they liked it at first, and it was something that we could all get to, and then it was just like, all right, I'm ready for
No.
something else. It's like, nope, I'm still here. I'm still doing it.
Yep. I actually just watched the original TMNT movies 1, 2, and 3, and I was like, dude, these are good. But you can tell when I stop using Jim Henson turtles, they're not as good. It's still fun. It's still good.
Yeah.
It's still fun, but the first one is great. Second one is good. Third one, and then but I just skipped and I went straight to the. Actually, I don't think I skipped. I went straight to the 2007 movie. That's a good movie too. The 2007 movie is a good movie. Captain America is playing Casey Jones. So for people who don't know, Chris Evans is
Right.
Casey Jones in that movie. It's pretty good.
What's really about that is that what's it called? I don't think I ever played Black Betty as much as I did during that time period after that movie. But when I really think about it, I had a roommate back in college when we lived in this gigantic house. I should have been going to college. I wasn't. But yeah, we all lived together inside this house, and that was one of his favorite songs. So when the TMNT movie came out and it had the Black Betty, I was like, dude, you have to see this just for that.
So I actually had the Ninja Turtles 2007 movie video game for my PS2, and I beat it twice. The movie game. No, it was a great
you
game.
can sell it for pretty good profit, I think.
Really?
That game is,
it's a great game, dude. I'm gonna look.
You're checking it up? Check it up, because I'm not too sure. I thought it was, but it had to have been like a sealed one or whatever,
I think the sealed ones go for a lot. You can buy it brand new for just $20 or used for $10.
There you go. That's a lot of money. It
was a fun game. It was a really fun game.
Huh?
So, it's a fun game. It's a really fun game.
Yeah.
If you never played it, for sure.
Yeah, I remember playing the game. It was pretty fun.
Oh, yeah.
So what year were you born again? You were born in the 80s though, right? Like 87, 88? 87? Okay, so you're my wife's age. Yeah, you wouldn't have liked the Batman movie as much. So it came out when you were what, 2? You would have had to watch it on VHS.
My mom
you would have been introduced to it.
So I remember watching the Ninja Turtle cartoon show as a kid.
Okay.
And my mom took me to the first movie, and I don't remember going. I don't remember. I was too young to remember that. But apparently, I really liked it. Apparently, I really liked it.
I bet.
And I remember, you know what like fat heads are, like those big old stickers that kids put on the walls.
Yeah.
I had the fat heads of all the Ninja Turtles on my wall. I had the border that would go around the top. What do you mean how? My parents bought them.
They had fat heads back then?
They were not called fat heads. It was just something you could buy. And I think since my mom worked at Ace Hardware, they had access to all these things that you could order at like shows and whatnot. And so I'm pretty sure my mom bought all of that stuff at like an Ace Hardware convention. Because like I had that, I had the light switch cover, I had the border that goes around the top of the ceiling, or the walls. I had the bedspread. I had every action figure you could think of. I had the bus. Like I was legit into the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Then Power Rangers hit.
And then that took over. What's really funny about that is that I'm a product of divorce, and so during that 5-year period of when my parents were divorced, I'm also lucky too, right? Because I was a product of divorce for those 5 years, and then my parents actually got back together. And so when you ask them like how long they've been married, those 5 years did not exist ever in time, and that I'm stupid as all hell for even thinking that they were ever living in 2 different places. And one was buying me more TMNT stuff or Power Rangers or actually Ghostbusters a lot. I remember having the Firehouse and the ooze that came with it. I mean,
those were fun movies.
But I'm telling you, man, like I wouldn't have had all that stuff had my parents not been divorced within those 5 years.
They were trying to one up each other.
either one up each other or try to buy my love because maybe I didn't give enough love as a kid. I don't know, but there was a time period where I got everything I ever asked for in terms of, when you had
Sure.
they had the books that had the preview books, not the preview books, but you know what I'm
Yes.
talking about, right?
Yes. Yeah.
The big book that had all the figures in it.
I remember the J.C. Penney's catalog we get
Oh,
every year.
Montgomery Ward, J.C. Penney, Sears, like you'd have to go past a lot of lawn furniture and mowers
Yeah,
and everything, but
and
you
and
got some
clothes. No one
toys.
wants to look at clothes, right?
Right, and they look like dolls' clothes for humans, you know what I mean? Like it
Right.
looked
Right.
still like 1920s clothing that were in the Sears catalog, but in the back you had, toys. And those last like 10 pages, I'd be, circling almost everything on the
Hell yeah.
page. And
My
then I would
daughter
just
does the
give
same
them to
thing
my
every
my
year.
parents.
The ads.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah,
What a
I
time
mean,
to be alive, dude. We
I,
got the best of the generation before us and the best of the new generation with the technology, dude.
Andrew's right. The Toys R Us mega book and the news. Oh
Oh
my
my
god,
god, dude.
when that newspaper came out and you had that thick ass thing with it. Oh my god,
Do
like
you
give
remember
me that.
going to Toys R Us
Hmm.
and KB
When we
Toys?
had toys. Oh, KB Toys was the best thing ever.
I
Oh my
remember
god.
there was toys everywhere, everywhere. And I remember getting in trouble. And this is gonna make me sound bad. I don't care. I was a kid. We all do stupid stuff.
Yeah, I
My
can tell you a
buddy,
lot of stupid
I was
stuff
hanging
I
out
did.
I was hanging out with a friend. I was hanging out with a friend that probably wasn't the best influence, and he had like a toy in it at his house, and I was like, "Oh, where'd you get that?" He goes, "KB Toys." And I'm like, "Cool." He goes, "I stole it." I'm like, "What?"
Oh,
Like, I'll show you how to do it. So I stole just like a little like light up ball for like that was like $1,
okay.
and
So how did you do it though?
I grabbed it and I looked at it, I looked around, and I put it in my pocket, and then I left. And I was like super young, and I got in so much trouble, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. I am never
Wait,
breaking the law again.
wait. So you got caught?
No, my
You
conscience,
told on yourself.
I did.
You
I
did.
was like 6 or 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I never did anything nefarious ever. I always stayed on the right side of the law. I I have been a good boy
have,
all my life.
have you ever been arrested? By the way, like just like not to get too off topic. Have you? Because I have not.
Have I? No, I have not. I have not. Technically, no, I have not. I'll tell you about that off, but technically, I have not.
Oh my gosh, this has gone off the rails. Yeah, this is confession time. Thursday night confession.
Could be a new show.
That sounded scripted as hell, man.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely not.
Oh.
True story. I've been a good boy all my life.
I've heard stories that I can promise you he has not. I've never been arrested, but I've been in the back of a cop car, not handcuffed, just a ride home. I have been arrested years ago. Wow, look at all these people chiming in about being
Oh,
arrested. I never have. Now I can tell you a story about
okay.
having to go down to the police station.
Oh,
So here's what
did,
happened.
were you telling on somebody? Did
No,
you
someone told on
tell on
me.
yourself?
No, someone told on me. So here's what happened. All right, so
Oh,
we get out of basketball practice. 8th grade. I'm in 8th grade, and there's an A team, there's a B team, and there's a C team. The A and B team practice together. The C team practices by itself. Okay.
okay.
So practice just got over. We're outside. It just got done snowing like a day or two before. Actually, it was like I think it's 2 days before, and it had been so cold, like the snow had now turned to ice.
Uh huh.
And there was this kid on the C team that was he was not popular, and
Okay.
people were being like funny and being mean, and we're all throwing like snowball ice balls at each other, right? And so I was like, oh, go throw it at that, go throw it at him, and um, so I did, and someone else did, like a couple of us did, right? And
Okay.
One, I threw one and it hit him in the back, where his backpack was, but it still hit him.
Uh-huh.
One person, the most popular person that hit him with one, hit him in the face.
Ooh, okay.
So,
So you were hanging out with the popular kids, is what you were
well,
saying.
I was on the. so, so this kid tells his mom. This mom
Okay.
marches down to the school and presses charges.
Oh, wow.
We had a basketball game that day. So this is the day before a game. We had a basketball game that day. I got suspended. I had to go down to the police station. Then that
Wait,
day or
just
the
you
next day.
or all you guys?
Me and the guy that hit him in the face, and I think one other person had to go down and make a statement.
Oh, wow.
And basically, they said that they're not going to press charges on me. I'm not the one who injured this person, and I think the person that hit him in the face had to do like community service or something like that. You know, we're like 13 years old. You know what I mean?
Did he get suspended for the game?
He got suspended longer than I did. I got OSS for 1 day and ISS for like 2 or 3 days. And I was like, I'm never doing anything bad again, because I sitting in an ISS room before you had a phone and a computer, were you just sitting and staring at the wall for 8 hours, and you only get to go to the lunchroom to go get your food and immediately come back and eat it in this room, was the worst ever.
Well, I'm glad you could learn from your mistakes and everything like that, because I would have just kept going. That's
my
what
mom.
I did. I mean, I got in trouble for a lot of things, and
Let me hear one.
No, it was just I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore. It's just
confession time is over.
No,
Says
no. Oh man, but I'm glad that. So you never went back to ISS, like you never had to serve detention or anything like that.
Never.
Man.
Detention for being tardy, yes, once.
Oh, okay, but I mean nothing over
no
things that you have caused or done to.
No, so like I skipped class less than 5 times in my entire 4 years of high school.
What?
And like I got caught skipping once, and they just told me to go to class, and so I did. And the other few times, I'm like, man, I'm missing schoolwork right now. What am I doing? And so I was a very, very, very goody two shoes.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
I did not drink any alcohol in high school either. I was not a partier. Like even though I played sports, like I was a very goody two shoes, and so.
Oh, because I was gonna say back in third grade, I went to Catholic school, so one of the things that was a perk for my mom was that we instead of latchkey, you would have church, right? So you would go to church in the morning. We still had latchkey, but I mean there was times where you had to go to latchkey. Then when you go to school, you go to church and stuff like that. Well, I decided I didn't want to do all that. So when I got dropped off, I just went to a Granny's. You remember Granny's?
No.
Did you have a Granny's? Oh, okay.
What is Granny's?
Granny's was like so the best way that I can describe a Granny's is that you know biscuits and gravy?
Yes.
You know that home style feel of biscuits and gravy? It just felt like that's all they served was biscuits and gravy, because that's all I remember out of it. But it gave that old timey home feel to it and everything like that. And I just decided I'm gonna go eat there in the morning, and I had no money, so I was just like, I guess I'm just gonna wait here. And the assistant principal came in and was actually ordering. And noticed that I was sitting there, and he's like, well, I know for a fact, because my mom had talked to him already about I'm supposed to be there in the morning and stuff like that. And so he knew that I was not supposed to be at Granny's at that time, and that I should have been at church. And so he drove me back. I got a call He gave my mom a call, who just arrived at work because she works on the east side, so it takes like 30 minutes. Hey,
Be back, bitches.
what's going on, man?
What up, Mark?
Just got done.
Yeah,
with
I
this.
got into a lot of trouble, and that was third grade.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
Mark, you missed it, man.
Yeah.
Are you tickling something? Are you tickling
Yeah,
something?
his balls.
No, just it feels.
Did you ever get in trouble in high school or middle school or anything?
Oh, shit. This ain't the stream for me, bro. I'm out of here.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to
Like,
say.
yeah.
That's why I gave him a third grade story.
Like this
and I was
ain't
just
this,
like,
yeah,
ugh.
yeah. We can go back. Yeah. That's off stream shit. Just to put it into context, my senior year of school, there's 180 days in a school year. My senior year of school, I skipped 97 of them, and I still passed with all high grades.
I would have hated you as a teacher.
I was never there to bother you, but I did all my work. Just have my papers when I show up, because I will have an excused absence with a doctor's note. So have my papers when I show up.
Did you see this? By the way, I don't want to get off topic here because this is.
I don't want to get on topic. What are we talking about?
I know, right?
So I'm looking at a comic book collection next week,
Oh yeah, let's get off topic.
and this is one tub out of the 6.
I'm sorry, you say tug with a G?
Tub.
You know what I said. Okay, so this is one tub of the 6, and I'm gonna try to go slow.
It looked terrible.
There's an X-Men like 15 or 25 right there. I don't know what FF that is.
Early.
Early Avengers right there.
The FF is way more than that Avengers. That Doom cover is recognizable. Someone's got to know what that is. I'm just not that savvy on FF. The corner looks like it's been chewed on.
Yeah, it does.
What's that? What's the yellow one? It looks like Gold Key something.
Phantom something.
Let me make my screen bigger. Hold on. Yeah, that's the Phantom under Gold Key. All of those are cool.
It looks like Spider-Man.
So what's got you wanting to shop these lots of books? That old Charlton Blue. All right, stop. Like that's that right there, that top book. You see like the top left corner box on it, how it's red with the slash through it. That's actual Charlton. A lot of that stuff you have to look for. They'll either be red with that slash, which is pre-DC characters that DC bought. Like that's where Peacemaker comes from, and Blue Beetle and Captain Atom. But
okay,
when you see the top left is like that with the box with the slash through it, those are the legit ones. Like they reprinted them later, and it'll be a blue circle that says modern. The blue circle are reprints, but you're looking at first appearance of Ted Kord, first appearance of The Question, first appearance of Captain Atom. There's like,
oh, there's a couple of them too.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm telling you right now. So there's one, the tricky one is the War Book, because that's where Peacemaker makes his appearance in the Fighting Five. It looks like just any old standard War Book you wouldn't care about, but
yeah, Fighting 540
Peacemaker.
FF16. It's about a $200 book and a 2.0. Nice. See, I'm glad to see people are noticing these. I wouldn't have never noticed which one that was. Let's move on here a little bit.
What's going on, Dale? Hey, Bobby. What's up, Kyle? Hey, Phil.
I noticed this right here. This little black corner piece you can barely see. You know what that is? This book right here. I only recognize it because I have it right in my hand.
The Race? Is it the Race? There's Plop, right? There's Plop sticking out in the back, the red. That's one of that Superman right there with that purple, that letterbox. I don't know why, but I'm like, is that a first appearance of Brainiac just sitting right there?
This purple one right here?
Yeah. Is that the first appearance of... I don't think he had a checker box on the Brainiac.
No, I don't remember a checker box either. So, I mean, maybe the price that the guy...
There's a first Batgirl sitting there.
Yeah, he's got a first Batgirl. He's got a first Inhumans, and he's got a first Reverse Flash as well.
Where's his located?
Plop. What is Plop?
Yeah, I have no idea what Plop is.
Just look it up. It's just a random like DC odd like horror book kind of thing. It's not
was
like major
thinking
money,
so.
but I don't know why, but it's one of those books that you just see like circulate.
Um,
Yeah,
maybe,
Bobby's
so
all
maybe,
about the
so maybe the price that he told me, Panda, is not.
There's
Too
Jimmy
far.
Olsen books,
Damn.
which means you could
Yeah.
probably get some dark side keys in there.
No wait, yeah. There's Superman back here. I don't know
Well,
which one.
there's Jimmy Olsen's. That's
Yep.
another Tales to Astonish sticking out at the bottom there. it
Comedy
looks
for
like.
This one right here.
Yeah.
It does look like it. You're right. So I don't know what other.
And that's
Okay.
just one of them. Are you going to go through all 6 when you go look
Oh
at
yeah.
this?
Oh yeah. We're totally gonna look through everything.
Why don't you just buy off the collection? Like just go for the whole thing, or like it'd be kind
So
of.
I'm gonna bring in Denny, who is a.
Oh, so
reseller.
Denny's about to buy this whole collection, is what's about to happen.
Probably.
that's- No, that's just
Probably.
what's. Are you just wait? Are you tagging along with Denny on this? Like Denny obviously found
I'm
it.
the one who found it, so I get first dibs on anything that I want to buy. But basically, Denny's probably going to buy everything.
Yeah,
and I'm
Denny's
not
gonna buy
buying-
the collection. Yeah.
and then I'll probably just gonna buy a few things because he's a person that doesn't mind dropping
Well, it's his
X
business.
amount of-
That's what he
it's
does.
his business, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not a
He's got the
reseller.
comic book money to buy comic books with.
Right.
So it should be a good time. We're gonna go look at that a week from today for about an hour and a half or so. That's about all the time that I have to look at it. So it's probably gonna need more time than that, but I'm sure I could go back. So
You say 6 tubs?
No,
Are
you
gonna-
can't go back because I'm telling you, Denny's gonna buy that out, bro.
Denny's definitely gonna buy everything. Denny's probably gonna definitely buy everything. So
I like how we keep hyping up Denny like he's going to buy this whole thing. What if he ends up not buying it?
He's gonna get it like, yeah,
well,
these are
he's gonna
real
buy it
deal.
if he can get it at the right price. He'll buy
Well,
it at
there's
the right
clear,
price.
there's clearly
go.
like plenty of key books right there that you see that anybody who's literally a reseller of comics for a profession aren't going to leave behind. Like that's what they
No.
do for a living.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he's very upfront. Like he's like, yo, this is what I can pay. This is what I think it's worth, and I can buy it all right now and get it out of your hands. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited to go look at it. It'll be a good video. It'll be a really good video for the channel.
Where's everyone else tonight? It's just us.
Yeah, just us. Well, it started just me for the first 25 minutes.
I was on the
And
C3 call for the weekly C3 call, which by the way, those streams are already set up if you want to search like Comics Curing Cancer streams and go ahead and turn on those notifications. This is getting down to the wire to donate if you want to donate items, this and that. We just had probably the biggest positive bombshell dropped on us tonight, which I am ridiculously excited to announce here shortly. It was insane.
Can you give us any clues?
No,
No,
he's got to announce it.
no, I'm not giving you any fucking clues.
So when is C3 for people that don't know?
It's October 20th through 22nd.
Okay.
It's going to be massive. Like it's going to be massive. And I really hope that everyone shows up. Save your money, show out, because my biggest fear with anything like this is the inventory outweighing the audience.
Mhm.
And if that
I don't
happens,
think that's going to be a problem.
if that happens, that means everything goes cheap, which the goal is to make a lot of money, which I mean, you'd still make a lot of money, but you want people that not just to be like buying stuff out of like, I'll get it since someone else is getting it. Like you want people that want it to buy it kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But it's going to be freaking massive. You can already check out the Comics Curing Cancer IG page and see tons of stuff. I mean, we got like a first Harley Quinn that was donated, like a Secret Wars 8 that was donated. Like there's Golden Age slab, like high grade Golden Age slab DC books that are donated. Like it's insane.
Nice.
Yeah, 40K, and Tyler is literally getting a tramp stamp for Comics Curing Cancer tattooed about a mile north of his bunghole. He's a giant, so that'd be his lower back.
So that is his lower back.
Oh shoot! Nice.
Wait, that's a real thing? He's really going to get a tramp stamp?
At 30K, Lee is waxing his eyebrows and most importantly, mailing them to me because I did call dibs on his eyebrows. And at 40K, Tyler is going to get a a tramp stamp.
Oh my gosh, that's
insane, man.
amazing.
Panda,
everybody
where's
make-
that? Don't you have that shirt from last year? That C3 shirt from last year that we all signed?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, we
It's-
literally
it's-
sold the shirt off of Tyler's back last year, and Panda sent it, and I took it with me to Heroes, and it's signed by like so many people. And
Right. I still got to get a couple more people on there, but I definitely want to start, getting that thing around.
oh, it looks like it's been around. The stains on it insinuate it's been around.
I know, right? That's the part that I love about it is all the stains that have, and I know I dropped some stuff on it too. So it's awesome to see.
Thanks for
that all
coming
these
in,
people
brother.
Are still handling it
We
too.
appreciate you watching, hanging out, Angry Otter Comics, and hope everything goes well with the fam.
Sorry to hear that, my man.
So sorry.
I want to donate a piece of art. Who do I talk to?
You just message the Comics Curing Cancer IG page. That's why we set it up, Bobby. You got this. Hit us up. Me, Rob, and DJ are all on that page, and just run everything for Comics Curing Cancer through the Comics Curing Cancer IG page.
Nice. Have you guys talked to Chris at all?
Who is Chris?
Cardboard Crazies.
You know how many Chris's are in the community?
There are a lot of. There's a Comic Vet. There's Flo, Cardboard Crazies, a bunch of others.
Talk to Chris about what?
C3?
Donating?
No, just like in general. About C3.
About what? He asked
About
us to
the
do that
event.
last year. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to do with it.
Okay.
Yeah, he did that 24-hour
Just-
stream, and then he's like, "Hey guys, someone else want to do it?" We're like, "We'll do it, bro. We got this."
There you go. I like
So
that.
yeah, he's got a baby and stuff, man.
He does.
Like,
I've
got
been
his-
watching.
He got him's hands full being a daddy.
He does. We
Yeah,
were
he
nearing.
pops in the chats once in a while.
We were nearing the end of our stream here. Mark, you jumped in at the end.
We'll keep
But-
it going.
I'll do it for 10 more minutes. But then
Did you
I gotta
talk
head
Power
out.
Rangers yet?
you're
He
gonna
has-
head out, Panda.
Yeah, I gotta head out though.
All right, man.
I'll see you guys.
Before you leave, Panda, did y'all talk about Power Girls Vag right there?
Have not.
Did you read Power Rangers?
I did.
I did not.
Through the moon. They killed Grace.
They did kill Grace.
Oh, fine. What? So like for
No,
real?
not
done,
just
done?
they. Matt
Matt.
killed Grace.
Matt
Matt killed Grace.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
They
Say
are
no.
Fully
say less.
committed to this book at this point. Like it is legit.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna read all of it.
Darkest Hour event has been the best it's been since Shattered Grid and Beyond the Grid. Like easily. Like this new writer on it. I'm not saying Ryan Parrott was bad at all. I'm saying it's good to have shifted to someone else who has the talent to do it. Like that fresh fuel, like reignited this story. It is so good right now.
Okay. That makes me really excited to catch up to it because I
Dark
definitely
Spectre's
miss
here,
reading.
baby. Dark Spectre's here.
Making a name, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I gotta go, guys. Thank you guys so
Later.
much for having, dude. Thank you, everybody. It's good seeing you guys.
We'll do
We'll
another
talk-
Thursday night chat in a couple weeks. I'm not
Talk to you guys
available the
later.
next two, but we'll do another one soon.
All right, sounds good, man.
Later,
We'll talk
dude.
to you
love
then.
you.
Love you too, bro.
What did I miss? What did I
I
touch?
talked about the Flash and how terrible it was.
The book or the movie?
The book. It was not good.
Someone just pulled in my driveway and I have no clue
Okay,
why.
go check it. If you want to start a YouTube channel, I would love it if you hit my
Oh,
affiliate
it's my
link
mom.
below. It's a StreamYard link. If you think about starting a YouTube channel, consider StreamYard. There's an affiliate link below. Costs you the same. You can record on there. You can go live. You can have people on. It's a great tool that we've all been using basically in the comic book community for a while now. You can show comments when people comment. You can play videos just like this one. All right, Mike Becker, what time is it?
It's morphin' time.
Boom. It's pretty great. It's a pretty great software. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, consider StreamYard. I get a little kickback, and I think it costs you the same. So I believe that link is still in there. I believe. Could be wrong. Let me check. Now I need to check. I did think that Power Rangers 112 was okay. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was terrible. I have been caught up on it for a while. But let's see, where is this? Okay, the affiliate link is in there. Okay, cool. The affiliate, I'll put it even in the chat again. I thought it was all right. It was interesting that they. I'll wait till Mark gets back, but they reference other Power Ranger events in the past. And did you notice how they mentioned Shattered Grid?
Yes, a couple of times.
And
Billy's
like,
reaction, like,
"What's that?
What's that?" She's like, "I ain't got the time to tell you. You're gonna have to figure out on your own." Yeah, that was super dope. Like the whole issue, this whole buildup has just been so good, and I've had no one to geek out with about it. Like,
I think what's going to happen
of Mistress Vile, I've had no one to talk about it with. Like,
I think that Matt is not going to get killed. He might get killed, but I feel like it's more likely he is going to quit being a Power Ranger because of the guilt from killing Grace.
I can see him going out on like a self-sacrifice mission that like costs him his power kind of deal, you know. I think they did something different with him than they did with Tommy, in the sense that like when he was under Rita's spell, like she's like full Mistress Vile mode. So it was like so much stronger that he doesn't even have recollection of what happened while he was under. Where Tommy did have that recollection and he did have to process that. Matt doesn't. So I don't know. I like that they're doing things a little bit differently in that aspect. Like I like that we're getting like the Omega Rangers on the ropes kind of deal, because I think they're like too overpowered and it kind of got boring for me, to be honest with you. Jason's gone now.
Jason's no longer a Power Ranger. I don't. Why?
Smart, right? That was smart, because inevitably, like I want to see him get to Zeo. I honest to God want to see these characters level up to Zeo, because like
I mean, they've been doing it since what, 2016. And it's
look, and you got Rita, like she's like accessing Zeo crystals that they were not aware of to get into the grid, to let the infection into the grid for Dark Spectre to be able to get through it, you know, like, so they're tampering with these Zeo crystals. She has one that has like this ability to really open the morphing grid up like that. So when it gets to the point where they're not enough, if they can get their hands on like that crystal, maybe that's the level up. Because, you know, ever since they did the what was it, the Ranger Slayer spinoff?
Yeah.
Like, remember, like we've all been waiting on someone to Zeo up, whether it be in the coin.
Draken New Dawn.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been waiting for a Zeo upgrade. Like they should have done it in the coinless realm at least. They should have kept that storyline alive in like little mini series or something along the way and did it over there. Like, but she's still out there.
They're trying to bring that into the new event, because they have that one shot that leads into it. You know what I mean?
Which one shot was it?
It was the Power Rangers Unlimited coinless.
Oh yeah, you haven't even read that one yet.
You haven't read that? It's good, dude.
I completely forgot when that came out.
It's really good. You need to read it.
And you have a brand new series called Ranger Academy that's going to be starting up. They did that free comic book day.
I did not like the free.
Yeah, I'm skipping it all together. Like Paul reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, what do you know about this?" I'm like, "Yo, just from the free comic book thing." He's like, "Should I order heavy on it?" I'm like, "Dude, I wouldn't even expect your Ranger buyers to all commit to it. I'm not getting.
I would order 2 or 3 at the most.
Yeah, I'm not picking up any of it. Like I'm just going to let it ride.
You can make it be even like special order only. You know what I mean?
So I don't see the coinless one. I see the last one they did was Hyperforce, right?
They did that, and that was good as well. But no, the coinless one was the one they did. That's where they had the Ranger Slayer foil cover helmet.
Dude, I don't know why I'm not seeing it. It's bothering me. I don't have a recollection of it.
It was good.
Weird. I'm gonna have to go back and check.
Because it came out like a month ago. I feel like I sent that.
Like I should have it right here is what I'm saying though. I like just like how these like this is just like the Hulk stuff I'm trying to fill in the run, like the feuded stuff. And these are like my new comics. Like as I read them, I put them in here, then I take them to file them later. I have a box on the end that's just Power Rangers because the frequency, you know, that
Right.
someone in the comment says rock chalk, Burke.
That's Tom.
The
No,
MySpace
sir.
guy?
Email, baby. I think Texas is gonna. I think Texas is gonna rock.
Look,
Can't
dude, it
use-
was underneath mail. Like the tops are still even open.
Told you. Told you.
Yeah,
It was a
dude,
helmet.
that's crazy. I got to read that tonight. Like I'm flying high on this Ranger stuff right
It's
now.
good, dude. It's good.
That cover's wicked too. Yeah, and I even got the
Yeah.
foil one for it. Yeah.
I appreciate Paul so much for like pulling whatever I want usually and just shipping it like whenever
Yeah.
I need it. Like
I'm there a lot of times when I watch him box your stuff up. We talked about potentially putting a note in there for me, like just like with a middle finger or something, just to mess with me.
He's been great to work with, dude. Like
He's the best, isn't he?
I'm so thankful that I can just order that. And like it does suck to not have her every single week, but it's really nice to be able to just read things a bunch in a row. Like I read Night Terrors 1 through 3 in a row. I read like all the Power Ranger stuff in a row, Flash, everything. You know, it's been really nice to be able to do that. And you know, you would say that you'd rather have it weekly, and I do, but overall, it's been great.
But dude, I'd say that. But then again, like there's a huge chunk of my life where I was a trade reader, and I just went through all that Mark Miller, the Miller World stuff, reading all of it in trade. Like you see how much I read I read a stack of trades, and I'm not exaggerating, this tall in 2 weeks because they were there just to be able to read. Like you get into a groove.
So this is on my to-do list this weekend.
Oh heck yeah, the Kingdom, the sequel. That's dope. That's where you get like that ultra. I don't want to spoil it. Magog. It's Magog's story. And you're reading World's Finest, right?
I'm not. I'm reading World's Finest Teen Titans, but not the regular one.
Yeah. The regular one is freaking peak. I suggest at least picking it up like here soon because there's a Kingdom Come event happening in it, and it's all self-contained. When I say event, like they run events, like they could be like summer events, but just in that one comic, like with other characters coming in, like huge scale stuff. But you don't have to pick up nothing but just that book. But they're about to go to Earth 22.
I didn't think that any of the Night Terror like tie-in books, they were not worth. The Batman book was the only one so far I've read that's even been.
Did you do Green Lantern?
I did. Green Lantern. Green Lantern and Batman are the only two.
Green Lantern issue 2.
Yes.
Like issue 1 was really like an introduction to the character.
Yes.
Like it's just, and a lot of them are like that, where that first issue is just like they're going through the generic. Remember, you're afraid of all these very important historical moments of this character in your past. You're afraid of this and that and this. Like, yeah, I know this about the guy. But in issue 2 of Green Lantern, he's like, do you know who I am? Fear's my thing. And he just starts chasing the terrors. I'm like, that was so smart.
By the way, the Green Lantern book by Jeremy Adams is probably the best book on the shelf for DC right now.
No. It's good.
Well, you think World's Finest. Teen Titans World's Finest is very good.
Well, dude, there's a lot of really good books out right now. I'm not even gonna like I fanboy.
The new Flash is not one of them.
I fanboy hard for Jeremy Adams. Like that Flash run was great. I've had the opportunity to talk with him numerous times. Like I fanboy hard for him. That Green Lantern book is gonna get there. I fully believe it's gonna get there. I just don't think it's there yet.
Okay. Well,
he's got some ground to go. We're just getting started with the story, you know. Like, have you read issue 3 yet?
No, I've only read issues 1 and 2.
Yeah, so like we really ain't done nothing but just see him sitting around his trailer talking to Kilowog, and you see him like fight a guy who bought a Manhunter suit off eBay pretty much, which was cool. But there's a lot of stuff you have to like I'm a big picture guy with a lot of this DC stuff, and Earth's quarantine. We haven't talked about them getting quarantined yet. He doesn't know like the scope of what that even means. We don't know who all's on this planet with him, you know, and they finally start touching on that in issue 3 because like the Night Terror interruption is over with. So
Right.
like how does he charge his ring? There's no central battery anymore. That doesn't even exist on Oa. It got destroyed. So we finally start to get into the story in issue 3. I think it's going to get phenomenal real fast though.
Nice. Is Night Terrors over? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was only
Since
for
I'm behind, it's hard to tell. Is it only 4 issues?
the main title is like Night Terrors Alpha, whatever. You know, they had a one shot.
It's a blood something.
Yeah, Night Terror First Blood, then
Yes.
issue 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Night's End. So it's technically
Okay.
6. I don't know why they just didn't say 1 through 6. But
Well,
Kenny
because
Porter-
then it could sell 3 1-shots as a number 1 to get
yeah,
more
3
people to
number
buy it.
ones in a 6-issue series makes sense. Yeah.
So
But there were some really good tie-ins. Some of them were just pretty generic, and it's one of those things like if you dig the character, you'll have fun with it. And some of them like really meant more than others.
the Flash was just like the Flash movie.
But
It
done
really
so
was.
well.
It was done very well. It was, but I'm reading this one just like I knew from the beginning. I'm like obviously that's
it's him.
It's him obviously. But like some of the other stuff, like the Robin one was not great.
I disliked the Robin. It was one of the worst ones that there was. The Poison Ivy one was absolutely terrible. Robin,
well, all the other ones I didn't even get like the Harley Quinn or the Joker. I heard the Joker.
Harley Quinn 1 was amazing because it was like just really meta going through the DC, looking at the multiverse, which is always fun, you know.
Right.
The second issue of Harley was terrible. Surprisingly, Punchline issue 1 was like easily in the top 3 just single issues for Night Terrors. It was amazing. And you know, I'm not a Punchline person at all, but
Right.
it was just really good.
I am not going to any cons for a while. So to answer that question, no. If it's on a weekend, I just really not available.
But you read the Flash from Tuesday, the new one, issue 1?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think of it?
Trash.
Didn't care for it?
Not good.
Where do you put the art?
What?
Where do you put the art for it, though?
What do you mean?
What did you think of the artwork, the interior?
Oh, the art. I thought you just kept saying arc.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. The art was not good either.
Dude, I thought the art was fantastic.
It wasn't bright enough for me. That Wally West is supposed to have a bright like personality. Everything about him is supposed to be bright. It was dark. I didn't like it. It felt very much like Raphael Grandpa. Like
wow, it looked nothing like that at all whatsoever.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it definitely.
The writing was way too much.
I was about to say,
was too dark for me.
My only critique of it, like my only negative, is it was wordy without saying anything. And you know me, I like a comic with a lot of words. So for me to point that out, like, because I'm a Tom King stan, you know what I mean? Like, give me a lot of words. I don't care at all. But he wasn't saying much of nothing. Now I know that, like when I kind of sat on it for a while, you know, we did a lot with Jeremy Adams' run. We did a whole lot. We brought in a whole lot of characters, and it feels like he's doing some creative damage control shifting, you know, to try to get it to where it needs to be to start what he wants to do with it. You know, you have to address the fact that Linda was a main player in the Jeremy Adams arc, and you have to address this and that. But he just kept leaning into the narrative too much, you know, like
way too much, dude.
But he wasn't saying nothing, you know. It wasn't building the story. It was just generic.
It was just him talking. I didn't like it. And I love DC, and I love the Flash. I'm usually the stand on both of those, and I can tell you it was not a good book.
Yeah, I'd give it a passing grade for sure, but it didn't do what a number 1's supposed to do, and like really like it should have gotten in, gotten out, like like because it's the Flash, you know, like the pacing was a huge issue in this. It just you felt like you were moving slow through a Flash book, which it shouldn't feel like that.
No, there was way too much.
I did appreciate the John Carpenter style horror kicker at the end, you know, because Cy Sperrier.
What is that? It's got to be a new villain, right?
Yeah, but like you know, you have the blue streak. Like they were teasing you with a potential new speedster just to slaughter him like violently by this character that's coming from beyond the Speed Force.
Well, and they do keep talking about like they did reference the battery, like they had in 1 Minute War. So a conduit, I should say.
Yeah, well, that's just an electrical term tied to the Flash. I don't
Sure.
know if they're going to tie that back to 1 Minute War. I think that they're building up to this because Cy Sperrier does some like like we were talking about this before he took on this book. He doesn't seem like a natural fit for the Flash, who should be more lighthearted, comical at times, fast paced, like you said, bright. You know, it's
Yep.
he should be moving fast in a lot of these panels. You know, and he wasn't. There were some really good panels though. There were some really good like moments and stuff, but there weren't enough of them in it. When it happened, you'd be like,
agree.
"There it is." Are we getting into something? Then we wouldn't.
Right.
But we're supposed to be getting into some kind of twisted, almost like cosmic odyssey style thing through the Speed Force, where he's having to really explore the true potential of what he can do and finding out that it goes beyond stuff he even ever thought of, taking us to this villain that's on the other side of the Speed Force kind of thing. So I think it's about the like almost go like Superman Lost, but with Flash. You know, like we're going to get out of
Which I stopped reading after issue 4. It was not good.
Superman Lost is fantastic.
No.
Yes, you won't be able to convince not a
Not for
goddamn
me.
person on this planet that book is bad.
It's not a good book for me.
Yeah, wasn't your jam. Good
No.
book, not your jam. I'll give you that.
It's not. It wasn't as good as John Kent's 6-issue run. That
5
was
issue. We don't.
whatever it was.
Yeah, it was 6 issues, but I don't acknowledge the finale. That was terrible finale.
The finale was terrible.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, dude, it was all that good building up and everything. I was loving it, loving it. I was just like, yo, you probably just murdered everyone on this planet. Like, you took Injustice Superman, who's an emotionally unstable psychopath, and you just caused him more emotional damage and left him confused and broken and disappeared through a boom tube.
Yep.
And that's what you just left this entire planet with.
Right.
Was this character hearing his wife's voice and his dead son hug him against his will, and then you disappear. Like, dude, they're all dead now. That was not the way to handle that book.
No, it was not. It was weak. They built up his like extra power that he has.
Yeah,
Which is it's from like when Superman split into red and blue and all that, and
yeah, Superman Blue.
Yeah, and they built that up, and he just is like, let me give you a hug.
Yeah. But dude, he
dumb.
did sneak up on the Flash, which was a really cool scene. He's like,
Yeah.
yo.
I liked everything leading up to the fight we were supposed to get.
Yeah.
Like all the other stuff was good. So, yo, what up, Pops?
Pops
we are
in the
about to get
corner.
out of here. I've been live for about an hour and a half, and it's about time to go to bed.
Serious question though. I didn't read it, so I don't have nothing to really keep you here for. But did you read Power Girl?
I did not. That was it. I was hoping to hear from you about it, whether or not it was good. I just threw on number one on there.
So I picked one up and used it as a giveaway.
Okay.
For the DC.
Has some sick covers.
Yeah, I'll show you the one I grabbed. It's right here. But I grabbed, of course, one of the lady covers, and Ryan Riley won, and he got that card right there with it.
Fire.
You know, I'm opening all those cosmic cards on my short, so like all the extra ones I'm throwing in with the new DC Day books.
Perfect.
Giveaway on that stream, but I did like speed read through it, just flip through it when I didn't understand what was happening, read a panel or two, and she just deals with a little fight, and it looks like people are getting twisted and weird from a virus that's happening, and they track the virus's source back to Krypton, but to Page's Krypton, the Krypton that no longer exists, because Power Girl is just Supergirl from Earth 2.
Sure.
So they left you on the cliffhanger, like, maybe is her Krypton still out there? How are these people coming infected with a virus from her Krypton?
Hey, the good thing is, Pops, is that when this posts as a regular video, you can watch it from the beginning.
And the good thing for Steve is when it posts as a regular video, all the watch hours from this live will get documented and logged for his channel.
I don't know. I'm not sure that's how that works.
That is 1,000. I literally sent you a screenshot when we were talking about this.
Let me look at my last live video. Let's see how it did. This one is 3 hours long. Analytics.
Well, I'm saying that's how YouTube clocks watch hours on lives. I only got 6 hours of watch time on the 3
3-hour comic book auction.
Yeah, people weren't staying in there.
But it's fine. Mark, I appreciate you coming on. You got your community chat tomorrow morning?
Oh snap! That is tomorrow. Yeah, and I created like a phenomenal thumbnail for it. I'm so proud of the thumbnail for it. You should check it out. It's beautiful.
I mean, look real quick.
It's definitely worth looking at.
I'll do it right now. Hey, by the way, you weren't here for it, but I'm gonna grade this.
Let me flip back over and look at it. Oh, nice. Swamp Thing #1. I just got mine back.
What grade do you think it is?
I don't know, to be honest with you. It was like a lower grade copy, right?
It looks like a 2 to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say around a 3-ish, probably 3.5 maybe, depending on if you send it to Dustin or not.
So it's attached at one staple.
Yeah, but they also are missing a lot of that these days.
It's got a stain on the back. I'm gonna guess a 2 or a 2.5. It doesn't matter to me. I really don't care.
Yeah, it's a PC book.
It'll be a PC book. Yeah. So all the books I'm sending in together are all lower grade. So yeah, you got your Godzilla on there. I like it.
Yeah, it's a really cool image, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's that cool. -1 movie that's coming out. We have that Godzilla movie coming to theaters for a limited release, and then we have the American Godzilla movies. You know, the Godzilla vs. Kong universe.
Right.
We have an actual live action show coming to Apple TV called Monarch, and then we have Godzilla, Kong, the Hidden Empire, New Empire, that's coming next year. It's going to be nonstop.
I know you're a big Godzilla, King Kong fan.
Yeah, King Kong first. Definitely King Kong first. But it's going to cause.
That was a good movie for them fighting.
Heck yeah, it was.
It was just fun. It was just fun.
Wildly fun. Yeah, ridiculously rewatchable too, despite King Kong not really repping his set properly. He came back at the end though and did work.
I'm gonna head up all this stuff here, and then we're gonna get out of here because I do need to go to bed.
All right, do it. Let's go.
Thank you to where is this? Eric. If you guys ever need any books pressed, consider Eric _pressing on Instagram. Use promo code BROOK54, free shipping back to you in your first order. When we do get the channel monetized again, and whenever we maybe do some new channel members, we will definitely use the 616comics.com for the monthly Burke box. Check out their website, the 616comics.com. They have among the best exclusives on the planet, among them. And if you think of starting a YouTube channel, consider StreamYard. There's an affiliate link below. Appreciate Aaron for hanging out. Thank you, Mark, for hanging out, dude. This was a lot of fun.
Bobby's comment. It's already started, Bobby.
There you go.
The first set of covers dropped this week. You get two variants a week till it gets here next week. It'll be Batman and Shazam will have the variants. The week after that, Green Lantern and something else. But they're all connecting, leading up to the big event. Let's go.
Nice. All righty. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And as always, go Cats.
Cowabunga. It's morphin' time.